Good day, gentle people, it's your favorite Mr. 42. Welcome back to my channel. Today we're gonna have a look at some random stupidity. Who's today's target? I will use his own introduction.
Flatzoid FE.
Flatzoid.
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 Flatzoid FE.
Flatzoid FE.
Flatzoid is found.
Flatzoid.
I don't have the same level of scientific understanding as Flatzoid. I think that's about right.
It's Flatzoid FE. What did he come up with this time?
Just going to do a quick demonstration, as I see tides is a big topic at the moment with anti-flat earthers and globe believers.
I'm not quite sure where you got that idea from, but carry on.
I'm going to be showing thermohaline currents, which is considered to be the ocean's conveyor belts.
Someone has been reading up. He's absolutely correct there.
Yeah, I've just got a fish tank with some water. I've put some red food coloring in now, and that jar in the back there, I'm going to add some hot water shortly. The thing is, the red dye is just representing the hot current. It is denser than the water it is in, so it has sunk. Now when I'm adding the hot water to the jar to heat that area up, you will see that it will start to rise.
Hot water up, cold water down. All good.
And want to go to the opposite side where it is a colder area.
That would happen anyway, even if you didn't add the hot water.
Goes always hot to cold. Now you must remember, when something gets hotter, it is less dense than when it's colder.
In general, yes, but there are exceptions, like water ice.
Well, this is according to with water.
See, ice floats, just as I said. I know you didn't deny that, but thank you for proving my statement.
Especially when it comes to salt water, it becomes more saline. Yeah, I added an ice pack to represent the polar ice caps. I'm throwing in some vanilla essence because I didn't have another color food dye, but it's fine. It gives a representation of what's going on.
Are you sure it's good? Or is it because the food dye has a different density than your vanilla essence? This is a farce already, buddy.
Obviously that cold dye is much denser than the water as well, but surely soon enough you'll start to see the effect taking place. Remember, on the left it's the heat. So let's say where the sun is warming up the water throughout the day and the heat is seeking its equilibrium, so it's moving to the colder points.
Hurry up a little, we don't have all day.
So the cold water will push down to the surface as the heat will push upwards and towards the cold. There you already see how it's making a type of arc with that red dye, which is representing the hot air.
I know what you're trying to say, and so far you're not wrong, but your demonstration sucks.
As that cold water is forcing itself underneath that hot water. Understand? So it is pushing upwards, it's pushing it up, and thus it's creating the thermohaline currents.
That is absolutely how it works, yes, but you are using two different fluids of unknown densities.
AKA the ocean's conveyor belt. Now without this happening, the oceans would not be experiencing any tides.
And that statement is based on what exactly?
You need this for the bottom portions of the ocean to move, while the wind helps with the top portions of the oceans to move, and the topography with the land masses everywhere.
That's not how it works. That's not how any of this works.
You do realize that tides also happen in the middle of the ocean, right? Where there's no land masses.
It's just got to do with hydrostatic equilibrium. Wrong. If you understand, heat seeks cold, hot seeks cold. It's just an equilibrium process. So it's going through a cycle, and this is why you have tides. It's got nothing to do with the moon, as you have places that has full tides without a moon present.
that is already well understood on a global Earth without all this pseudoscience.
And then you have places that don't even have a tide when it is present. You have lakes that don't have it, and you have lakes that do have it.
That statement is absolutely false. Every body of water has tides. Sometimes it is hardly measurable depending on its size.
It's all just got to do with the cycles, aka no gravitational pull whatsoever. That is just a fundamental belief.
It's not a belief, it's scientific fact.
So I challenge everybody that believes it's the moon's gravitational pull to please go and find me one scientific hypothesis and experiment validating gravity exists. This challenge I have asked for years now and had not had one globe defender providing me with a hypothesis, a scientific hypothesis, an experiment from anywhere.
I know that not to be true, you just handwave everything away, including this Cavendish experiment that I just showed you.
Showing gravity exists.
Failzoid Unlimited is still at a 100% failure rate. Next up we have Dirt Dave.
Have you ever dreamed of going up to outer space? Or maybe meeting other beings from another place? Have you ever wondered what it's like on other planets? Then you watch a science show and come to believe you understand it? You feel empowered by the knowledge and you feel enlightened, listening to Bill Nye and Neil deGrasse Tyson. But then you wake up and you start to see the obvious. Life is just a lie and this whole world ain't what we thought it was.
What does he prove with this? Green screens exist, which we already know. He sucks at it. He can't float and move through the station. And probably some other things that I didn't think of right now. Remember Dave? Proving something can be faked doesn't prove that it has been faked. I asked him a question in the comments. Can you do a water bubble in space next? He has yet to reply. That was an utter pointless video. Next up we have Chromo Vibrant, and I sincerely apologize if I butchered that name. A subscriber shoutout to Flurfbuster here, you'll know why. For this video I'm gonna approach it a little bit different than usual. Actually, I'm not gonna approach it at all. I'm gonna play the first minute of a video without comments and leave it at that. I'm sure you will understand.
Proof for the flat Earth and its gravity. NASA, this video is intended for you to learn the truth about where we live. Please be patient and watch the video until the end without interruption to understand the truth about the Earth and the space around us, because you are speaking the opposite of the truth of where we all live. The Earth, the Moon, the Sun, the planets, and the stars are all completely different in space despite what science says. According to science, the 9 planets revolve around the Sun with their gravity that they have with the Sun. There is talk of planetary gravity, which is the gravitational pushing and pulling force. It's simply just a magnet. Gravity doesn't have a pushing and pulling force more than the planets are in size themselves. Let's take the Earth as an example. There are 215 suns that go inside the distance between the Earth and the Sun.
Her video goes on for another 49 minutes. I'm not going there, I will not do it. It's hard to find anything that is correct what she says. So that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed my video. Please like and subscribe if you haven't done so already. And in the description you will find a link to my socials like Twitter and Discord. This has been Mr. 42 out. Don't panic.